Good morning, everyone. Good morning, everyone. Yeah, I don't have any thing today because due to maybe Sankranti, maybe I just wanted to tell everyone that 17th January 17th January we'll be resuming our classes first of all. So if you have any questions, you can ask me, or otherwise we can wrap it up for today. And also I have separately designed a document for everyone. So let me share my screen and show that to you. Yeah, so here I have actually created some of the services required for developing the Hunger Savior portal. And also I have documented it so that you can, everyone can understand that. Okay, so everything is there, including the entities and all these kind of things. Meanwhile, you can go through this. And if you just wanted to design any of these entities, you can design it. Okay. But meanwhile, if you have any questions, you can ask me. But anyhow, I just wanted to share this document to everyone. Okay, so that's what I have. And if anyone has any concerns, please raise your hand so that we can go ahead and move forward. Anything? Yeah, I think it's festival season, maybe. Yes, Giridhar.
So actually, just I started seeing the Angular course in YouTube. So after that, just I got the confusion on this interpolation, property binding. Means I got the confusion on data binding, sir. Actually,
Mm-hmm.
yes, sir. So
There's nothing in string interpretation, right? What doubt you have?
I mean, just I confused regarding this. When to, means when we use string interpolation, when we use data binding, when property binding. Means I just I seen this term. Just I confused among those. Just
See,
when
string
to use and when.
interpolation is basically used to show the data in a HTML page from the TypeScript file.
Okay.
Whenever we get data from backend, so let's say you are going to get the data from API. Let's say already we have designed some services, right?
Mm.
So there is a user service also, correct?
Yes.
So right now, if you just observe, let's say, imagine that you have an API which will get you all the restaurants. So
Okay.
you need to display a restaurant. So let me show that to you. I think
Yeah.
it will make some sense. Sorry guys, I was not well from past 2 days. Today I was bit well, but I think tomorrow, from tomorrow, I think there are holidays till Tuesday, and I think from Wednesday we can actually start the sessions. So let me show this to you. So if you just go to this one, the restaurant menu. Can you see this?
Yes, sir.
So this is where, see, basically string interpolation is used everywhere. Let's say you are getting some data from the backend, okay? And I have already shown you the existing portal, right? Where we can actually see the restaurant, the item name, the price, the rating, the location, and all this kind of thing, right? So let me show that to
Okay.
you. You'll understand. Let me start this one. And that's it. So until unless I start the application, I will not be able to contact. So I will not be able to log in because this is a previous session. If I just try this, I will not be able to log in because the service is not available. Okay. So probably I need to make my services up and running. 1 second. So I'll be starting the API gateway. I'll be starting the user service application for authentication purpose. And I'll be starting the restaurant service application. And I think these are all enough, I guess, for now. There are some other services like payment service and order service, but that is not required right now. I'll just show to you what I just wanted to show now. All the services up and running. Let me hit the endpoint now. No, just wait for some time because
Okay, sir.
yeah, these are all there, but it will take some time for the user to be authenticated because the API gateway will not be still not up. Let's wait for some time. Yes, super. So now whatever the data that we are going to get, everything is from the backend. Okay. So let's say I have this restaurant. So here, can you see this? There is a restaurant name, correct?
Yes, sir.
So restaurant name and this ratings, everything is a string interpolation. We use string
Okay.
interpolation everywhere, and we wrap it with open brace, double two open braces, and then we write the content over there, and that will be replaced at runtime with the value. Got it? So
Okay.
everything is a string interpolation over here, including the image as well.
Okay.
Got it, right? So let me show that to you. Restaurant, sorry, not this. Can you see this?
Yes, sir. Restaurant. The restaurant name. Yes, sir.
String interpolation, okay?
Mm.
Yeah.
Okay. Uh, I think we have done example on property binding also, sir, in last class. Means
Yes.
when to use property binding then?
Yeah, okay. So let me tell that to you as well. Okay. So there is something called, so let me use this. if you just wanted to pass a property from parent to child, you can
Okay.
use the property binding. Okay. So let me show that to you. If you just see it over here, there is something called a restaurant list component.html. Can you see this? This is a
Restaurant.
property.
Okay.
So there is something called an app restaurant. So this is a restaurant list component, which is a parent component. And if you see that there is an app restaurant, and here we are actually using property binding. So this is something called a property binding, where we are actually passing the restaurant, the iterated restaurant to the, can you see this one? This is the input.
It's a restaurant component. Okay.
Until unless you work on real time, you'll not be able to understand when to use what. That's why I'm not here to teach basics. You can just learn all about the basics. I think not all, because whatever the things that I have explained, only those things I'm using over here. Okay. So
Okay,
you
sir.
don't have to worry about that first of all.
Yeah, okay, sir.
Okay. It's very, very simple.
Okay.
Got it right? So everything
Yes,
is
sir.
string interpolation. Whatever you see in the menu, let me this everything. See, all these items are from the backend, and each and can you see this? This is also a string interpolation. This is
Okay.
everything is a string interpolation. Whenever you see on an Angular page some text, even these are string interpolations only, not this. All this.
Okay.
Okay,
Okay, sir.
that's all. I don't have anything. Yeah,
Okay, sir. Thank
do
you.
the sign out, and that's it. Okay.
Okay, sir. Thank you.
Yeah. Any other questions from anyone? Abhinav. Hey,
Hi,
Abhinav.
sir.
Yes, hi.
Hi. Yes, sir. I have only one question, sir. So
Mm.
when we are sending data from child to parent,
Mm.
so we can only send through a event, sir.
Yes.
Only
Something yes,
through a
only through
event.
event, and also we can also set it to a service, and then we can actually invoke the service to get the data. Can you see that we have actually used the auth service, right?
Yes, sir.
Yeah. So that auth service is also like an event, but we don't have to use events over there. Got it?
Okay, okay, sir.
Yeah, we can get the data once you set the data through setter, and you can get the data through the getter. That is how we are actually getting the token and clearing the token.
Yes, sir.
Yeah. So there are so many ways, but right now we don't have to pass anything from child to parent. Okay. So that is not there as a part of our application, but normally we do it using event emitters using at the rate output. Okay.
Yeah, sir. I have done that
Yeah,
actually.
that's what we do. That's what we do.
Okay, sir. Thank
Yeah.
you.
Yeah. Thank you, Abhinav. Any other questions from anyone? Neha. Neha Kumari. You can raise your hand, right, Neha? Unmute from your side.
Hello.
Yeah, hi, Neha. Tell
Hi,
me.
sir. Sir, I want to know about the hash collision. How the when there is a hash collision, then how we deal with this? Means internally it will save in the array
But
list.
these are not core Java sessions, right?
Yes, but
But let me explain you. Okay, so
yeah.
hash collision is already being handled in HashMap. So do you know the reason behind it? What is the data structure they're using for that?
For hash map linked list.
Yeah, but it was handled using HashMap. That means the linked list through the nodes, the next node, and the previous node, and all this kind of stuff. But right now from Java 8, we do have something called the tree concept, where they have completely segregated or converted that linked list into a binary search tree. This is what they have done in order to avoid hash collisions and in order to provide faster retrieval. Any other questions? This is the only question you do have.
Yes. One more question I have.
Hmm.
So, sir, when we create a singleton class in our project, so for making that singleton class, we make the constructor private.
Hmm.
So, how can we use multi-threading in that? Because if we make the constructor private, then we will create the object only one.
Hmm.
So, multi-threading, how can we use?
So completely practical. Huh? Let me show that to you. Can you see this?
Yeah.
Yeah. Do you know Spring Framework, right?
Yes.
Hmm. So let's say there is a product service and there is a product repository. Okay. Okay. See here. I have a product service IMPL and it is internally calling one API which is going to return me the list of products. Okay. So basically I have created a private constructor and I have created a product repository. That means the singleton class for this, that means like this. This is a plain approach. But if you just ask me truly, there is something called a product UI where it will be calling, I have created, so let me replace this with, okay. So let's say this is the API, which is being called by 5 different people at the same time. Okay. So now if you can see that, if I run this application, it will break. Okay. The reason being, let me comment out this part. This is related to the memory. Okay. See, if you are using Spring Framework, right? So probably every bean is a singleton bean, but we need to understand why they have actually created all the beans as singleton beans. Can you see this? There is so there are 5 requests coming in to the product repository and also to the product service. But right now, I just wanted to make this product repository as singleton. Okay. Can you
Yes.
see this? 4 different objects or 5? So imagine there are, in e-commerce, normally if you want to get the products from the database, so even if it is a singleton object, normally I'm saying, if you just see this, there's a class, right?
Yes.
And I have created a normal singleton class, but this is actually getting broken in terms of multi-threaded environment. Okay. I just wanted to comment this out. And also, I have another method, which actually is I'm actually creating an instance that is a singleton instance using a static class. The advantage of using static classes inside the product repository, I just wanted to create an instance of that using a public static method, and this is a private class which will be loaded only one time, and the object will be created only one time whenever the object has been created for the product repository NPL. And if I just run this application, previously you have seen the log, right? Can you see how many objects are created? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Got it?
Mm.
Now, if I just wanted to run this application, you can see the result of this. There is only one product repository NPL. So we actually create singleton classes in order to save the memory, because let's imagine you have a portal where you are going to have a large number of applications. Let's say right now, if you just enter into Flipkart or Amazon, there will be a common service, which will be a product service, and it will be called by so many people at the same time from different locations around the globe, right?
Yeah.
Let's say Flipkart is being used by so many people at the same time, mobile apps, web apps, and all these kind of things. And let's imagine all those people are going to log in at the same time. And let's say there are 1 million people logged in, correct? There are 1 million people logged in. 1 million objects will be created for that particular class if it is not a singleton class. Got it?
Mm.
And now the reason behind why I have made this as a singleton, because if a class instance has been created, I just wanted to know the size of it first of all. Okay, so let me go and run this application again. This is something called a class layout.parse instance. So this is going to give you the complete instance size. Okay, can you see this? For product repository IMPL, the object internals, it has an instance size of 16 bytes. Okay.
Mm.
And let's imagine I just wanted to go to the website where we have something called, bytes to MB conversion. And if you just see here, I just wanted to, 16 million users are logging in. That means 1 million users are logging in. Okay. 1 million means 10 lakhs.
10 lakhs.
Convert this. This is almost equal to 1 MB. But our instance size is 16 bytes, right? For product service. Correct?
Yes.
That means this has to be replaced with 16 and 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Okay. So 160 lakhs. So let's convert this into 16 MB. But in real time, we are not getting memory for free if our application is deployed on cloud environments. Got it?
Mm.
So that's the reason to create a singleton. And if you just wanted to make your singleton class as thread safe, and you have to just write a static inner class, mentioning it as a singleton holder, and take your product repository and create the same over here. And this class will be loaded only once the object is created for this particular class. And once this gets loaded, and the next time when you are going to create an object for product repository MPL, it is not going to get loaded because static inner classes are loaded only once, not every time. Since this instance is already available, we can just call this method in order to get the instance. And it is also thread safe. Got it?
Yes.
We can implement the same thing for product service also, right? So it's not mandatory that we need to maintain only one singleton class in application. There are so many singleton classes. Okay. Hope that is helpful.
Yes, sir.
Okay.
Thank you.
Okay. Yeah. I think you'll not get these explanations anywhere, Udemy, YouTube, anywhere. These are my personal experiences which I have faced in production environment. Okay.
Yes, sir. These type of questions are not answerable in Google also.
Yeah, that's what I just wanted to make something special, because I don't want to repeat all these kind of things, because these things are already existed in Google. I have to say something new, right? So that's the reason I have shared that singleton class. It's the same thing, right? We use a controller, we use a UI, and then we use a service, and we use a repository. But all these kinds of classes are singleton classes because we are using Spring Framework, and each and every class is a singleton by default, right?
Yes.
That's the reason they have made it as default a singleton, because they don't want to, make our memory utilized for each and every request. Got it?
Yes.
Yeah. Yes, Akshay.
Sir, can you send the latest SRC Java file on
Sorry?
Telegram?
Sorry?
Latest code file project
Let's code file for which?
for whole Java file, because I just lost everything.
I think it is already available in the Telegram, my friend Akshay.
Yeah, the latest one.
Latest one I have already shared it. The last one is Capca only, right?
Yeah.
Yeah,
Okay.
I think it is already shared.
Okay. Okay. Sir.
Yeah, you can just go to the previous files and can check it out. It is already
Yeah.
there, my friend. Okay.
Okay, sir. Thank you.
Yeah, yeah. Thank you, Akshay. Hey, Suresh. How are you, Suresh?
Yeah, I'm good. Thank you
Yeah,
for asking.
yeah. So you're not talking anything today? No class, huh? So I thought
Yeah,
of, yesterday and day before yesterday, I was not well due to some heavy amount of work and I got sick. So that's the reason for for not taking the classes, but no problem. Sometimes I will be, introducing workshops also where we'll be connecting for 3 to 4 hours, and then probably we can resolve our questions or we can do something like coding. Okay. So I'll be just covering all these hours maybe in the workshops as well. Okay.
yeah, sure.
Yeah. So
So,
how is
and
your Angular
things are
learning?
like if you are using React, sir. So, is it something like you have to go through Angular or
I
you should
didn't
know?
get it, Suresh.
I'm sorry.
No, I didn't get your question first.
No, what I'm saying is we are using React programming. So, something
Okay.
like we have to learn. In order to learn React, you have to go for first. You should learn Angular first, or how is that?
No, it's not something like that, Suresh. JavaScript is also a vast topic. So since it is a library and Angular is a framework, but the learning curve is same for each and every technology, like whether it is Angular or React. Okay. But what I can say or suggest, if you just learn Angular, React will be easy to understand. You will understand each and everything pretty much well. And right now, I do have the working experience also on React, but I just wanted to do that Hunger Savior portal in Angular because it is already implemented in Angular, and I just don't want to invest time, in teaching Angular or React separately to everyone because everyone is from backend. I understand that, but most probably whatever the scenarios that I'm going to cover, I think 60% of the topics will be covered, including all the topics in Angular. And the remaining 40% will not be covered because basically we are covering the backend and the front end, including the solid stuff. So I think probably by end of this project, probably most of you will get some idea on Angular, how it is actually working and how the flow goes on.
Okay, got it. So if you want to again do something in React, right? So we'll have again separate path. That both are two separate paths. There is no dependency, right? Something you have to learn and
No dependency. Both are different. Both are different. But right now, if you just compare Angular 17 with React, I think Angular 17 is the best version that we do have. A lot of things got changed, and I think Angular 17 is a solid hit for React because it has a lot of concepts which are new to most of the people, and the learning curve is completely started from scratch.
Okay,
How
so
Java
what
8 came into market, the same like Java 17, the Angular 17 came into the market
oh,
with
okay,
lot of
got it.
enhancements. Yeah, due to they just concentrated on the performance, and now the performance is really good from Angular 17. I think there are so many other libraries built on React, something called Next.js, which is most popularly used framework for React.
Yeah, correct. Yeah. Next
But
JS,
if
right?
you just wanted to learn each and everything, other technology will come, but each and every technology has its own path, so you don't have to worry. Just start with Angular. Even if you are going to use React, it doesn't be a problem. But probably if you understand Angular, probably most of the concepts are similar in Angular also.
Yeah,
But
got it.
syntaxes wise, there is a huge difference. Okay.
Yeah, only syntax you have to understand both.
Yeah. But what I can say in Angular, we do have something called two-way data binding. And but in React, there is no two-way data binding. There is only a one-way data binding using props. Okay, because
Mhm.
that is basically, React basically designed by considering the performance.
Okay, yeah. Everything is based on performance. Okay.
Yes, right. But right now, if you just compare Angular 17, I think both are same. No difference.
So performance plus both
Yeah.
are same.
Yeah. It's very good right now. The Angular 17 is very good. Even I have not learned Angular 17, but maybe I will take some time and learn those concepts because recently it got released into the market, maybe 2 months back.
Mhm. Okay,
Yeah.
breaking change.
Yes. That's all.
Okay.
What I can suggest to everyone, okay, utilize this festival and also spend 2 or 3 hours of time in order to just go through, learn Angular in 30 minutes or learn Angular in 1 hour or 2 hours. That will be the max. But just go through those topics. But when you go through those topics and come to the session, it will be very more understanding, but you don't have to worry about it because I will be explaining everything from the scratch itself. Okay. So
I was doing right now. I was just doing Learn Angular in 2 hours. So I saw that first 1.5 hours they talked about only TypeScript, how all syntax, everything, how to like constructor, use constructor keyword in order to
Yes,
define
yes.
constructor.
Yeah, basically, I was explaining all those kind of things, right? When you compare Java, we actually declare,
Yeah,
the
all this
private,
name,
the type, and the variable. But here in Angular, it is different. It is variable and then the type with column separated.
So TypeScript will be the prerequisite, right, for learning Angular, whatever.
Yes, that is something called a TypeScript, right? We cannot use JavaScript over here because in JavaScript, we never declare the types first. There is no
Yeah, correct.
concept in JavaScript here.
Even object-oriented programming.
It's completely, exactly same like Java, where we use @component, @service, same thing.
Yeah, got it.
Yeah. Those annotations are basically used to create objects for the components or the modules. That's it.
Yeah, I think makes sense.
Anything else? So probably go through all these concepts, but you don't have to worry. Just go through some Angular basics. That will be fine. And even if you don't want to go through that, anyhow, I will be explaining that. But probably from Wednesday, we'll be starting I have already shared you the Hunger Savior backend services to be written. And probably from Wednesday, we'll be starting the header, the footer, and the login page and all this kind of stuff. But everything will be started from scratch. And also very much CSS, we are not very much, very less CSS we are going to use using Bootstrap. I think that will be a real solid stuff because no one has designed any page without using much CSS. But I have designed my pages in such a way so that the CSS is very less, but the UI looks very beautiful. Okay, so that's what I can say.
And other thing is like maybe little outside the note, so big. This Kafka and all, if you want to test those things, that integration of
You don't have to worry about that, Suresh. We'll come to that part. Okay.
so we'll have that as part of.
Yeah. See, you do have something called a Spring-Kafka as a dependency, right? There is something called Spring-Kafka-test also.
So that will allow to test the Kafka.
Yeah. Exactly the same. Don't have to worry because
for just
first,
like Spring Boot, we have
see, testing
Spring
part
Boot
will
test.
not take much time, Suresh, to understand because once we implement it, it is very simple. But on testing, we cannot invest a lot of time because most of the time we will be working on developments only, not the testing part. But of course, the testing will be there once we do the development. But testing part is very much easy. That's what I can say. But where we need to focus more, because right now, if you just take movie ticket booking system, it's just having the postage scenario. It's just going to create a booking and do the payment. That's it, right? With the Kafka integration and notification service to send the notifications. This is what we have done. But if you just analyze this restaurant service or the Hunger Savior portal, there's so many applications where we need to set, you know, a lot of negative or positive scenarios for this.
Yeah, understood, sir.
Yeah, yeah. Anything else from anyone? Okay. So that's all I have for today. Sorry for not taking the sessions from past 2 days. Anyhow, I will be covering them during my, you know, if any workshops are being conducted from my side, I will let you know, maybe 1 week before or just 3 to 4 days before. Okay. So that's all I have, and probably I will meet everyone on Wednesday. That is on 16th, not 16th, 17th January. Okay, I have posted the same, I guess, in the Telegram. Let me check and revert back to everyone. Yes, it is 17th January itself. Okay, so we are going to resume our sessions from 17th Jan. Okay, so have a great weekend and happy learning to you, and happy Sankranti in advance to everyone. Okay, bye and have a great day.